Alright, boys and squirrels, I tried to do the review earlier and somehow I ended up deleting all my footage. Anyway, unboxing and review of a Somogear Pack 15. It comes in a cardboard box, comes with an admin pouch, pretty neat little thing. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, then it comes in a plastic case. There's a unit. It came with a pressure switch, and I ordered a double pressure switch with a connection for the pack and the Surefire plug. Start light. Pretty simple unit, nothing crazy about it, just like any other pack. Now this is Chinese, it's not the real deal, but supposedly it has ultra high power mode, so it's better than the real pack. We'll test that out, we'll put it on a gun, we'll shoot some rounds through it, see if it holds zero and all that good stuff. Real quick, I removed the screws that hold you from using the full power or high power laser illuminator, just so we can get most of it. First two clicks, this is a 0, doesn't do nothing. This one also doesn't do nothing as far as I know, because in that mode we get an orange light. I guess that's to test it if it works or not, so you don't shine the laser or the light out. And then after that we have all these here are infrared lights, infrared options, illuminator, laser, illuminator high, laser high, and both illuminator and laser high. Now from this point down we have the visible stuff, which this unit only has a green visible laser. That's the only thing it has visible, which is standard. We'll start off with that. If you press and hold and release, it will just be momentary switch. If you press it twice, it will go into standard mode. So there's that. That's a regular power, and then we got full power. It's quite a difference. You can see it. I'm gonna try to switch through them. Of course, the camera's not gonna pick up that D-bust, but even if I'm switching through them, you can see the glare in the camera getting worse. Okay, so 0 or nothing. Test, I'm guessing again. And then we have AL. AL is just a laser. All right, that's just a laser, no ER light. And if I point it down, you can see it because the cameras have ER filters. With naked eye, I cannot see this whatsoever. There's a little dot here. I cannot see it whatsoever on the low power mode. Then DL should be both. So we got our illuminator and our laser on. Again, I cannot see this with the naked eye whatsoever. It's the camera that sees it because it has the ER filter. Those are just the two standard modes. Low power, if you want to call it, I'm guessing that's what it stands for. L for low and then H for high. Of course, I removed the screws, so we're going to check out real quick. AH, that's laser on high power, just the laser. Then we have IH, that's just the illuminator on high power, and then we have DH at the bottom, which is both, and that's high power. So again, I cannot see these guys with my naked eye, even on high power. Like there's nothing here. Camera can see it because it has ER filters. The unit did not come with any batteries. It takes CR123 batteries. I do have a few, so I throw one in there. Our adjustments for the lasers, I guess, and then adjustment for the illuminator. Also, illuminator is focusable. You'll see that in the night vision portion of the video when I'll connect my night vision to my phone, and we'll record some of that. Standard Picatinny mount, all standard stuff. Now let's check out the pressure pad that it came with. Okay, we are on high dual, so it works the same. Momentary switch or double tap for constant on. That's the same. And then we have this dual switch that will take Surefire as well. Okay, the top. Okay, good. So I was worried about, sometimes the cheapo pressure switches don't work well. This one actually is separating the cables. So again, works the same way. Double click the constant on, and then single for momentary switch. That's pretty neat. All right, well, that's about it for the unit. Again, the illuminator is focusable, of course. That it's really tight, so I don't think I'll ever have to focus it in all the way, but we'll see. I will take this thing hunting just to test it out, and we'll put some rounds through it, see how the lasers hold up. But that's it. It comes with two different little baggies with Allen screws and M-lock screws, Allen wrenches and M-lock screws. I'm sorry. So these two are for the pack itself. This small one is of course for the screws that blocks you from using the high power. And then it came with this stuff. I'm not sure if this is for the pack itself or is it for okay, hold on. I think I got it. Hey yo. Okay, so that's for that. Cool. So we can directly mount this with an M-lock to the side of the rail, and then it does come with these two little M-lock clips. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we'll set that up on one of the rifles, and we'll see how it works out. But yeah, that's Somogear Pack 15. I had mine potted. It says PCB potted, which means it got filled with epoxy on the inside, supposedly. I'm not gonna know that. I'm not taking this thing apart, of course. But then they also plugged every and any screw hole with epoxy, so it's supposed to be more waterproof and more rattle and shake resistant. So hopefully we'll hold the zero with all the recoil. But yeah, that's that. We'll go into the night vision video now, portion of the video, and see what it looks like on my wall. And then later tonight, I'll check it out outside, and you'll see that part too. All right, we're back. I connected my nvg10 to my phone. I'm doing a screen recorder. Now let's see how this thing does under night vision. So first setting we have is AL, which is just going to be a laser on low power. Okay, next option is DL, which should be illuminator low power only. But earlier I saw, see the laser's still there. So I'm guessing you can't have just the illuminator by itself. Okay, so it is what it is. I mean, if you're using illuminator, you're gonna need a laser probably. It's not gonna matter. But yeah, that's laser and illuminator by itself. And in low power mode, it's a little easier to see with focusing the beam. So I'm focusing the illuminator beam right now, and there you go. And now you can kind of see the laser all the way to the right. And now I'm gonna see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's one thing that people were talking about, that is the laser moves with the illuminator, which it shouldn't be like that. It doesn't make any sense, but we'll see what's going on with that when we get to zeroing again and all that good stuff. Next option is AH, which should be a high power laser, which it is. That is extremely bright. Next option is IH, which should be illuminator high, and this should not have any laser in it, but we'll test it out tonight on a little further distance. We'll probably be able to see better. But there's illuminator on high, and then we have DH, which should be both illuminator and the laser high. So there's that. Let me see if I can point my night vision somewhere else, a little further out. Okay, so here we can look down this way. So it's broad daylight right now, and there's a window right there ahead of us. But here, let's see what we can do with it. Okay, that's just a laser on low in the daylight, and that's a window right there where the laser is. So it's even in the low setting, it's pretty good. DL, which is illuminator and laser, low setting. Now you can see it a little better. Okay, let me see if I can there we go. So if I if I focus the illuminator, it goes down brighter. There we go. So it doesn't really seem like the laser is moving. Maybe it's just latency on the NVG, because again, it's nvg10 digital toy per se. high power laser, probably gonna work really good. Yeah, that's the window right there. So I'm putting it on the curtain right now. You can still see it. So that is pretty neat. So this definitely has some power to it. IH should be both. I'm sorry, just the illuminator high. That is pretty neat. Okay, again, broad daylight, full. That room has 2 windows. So, and you can still see it in there. Pretty neat. And then DH, which is both illuminator and laser on high. And again, that's inside the room, fully lit room, broad daylight. So yeah, there's that. That's under night vision. That's what it looks like. Now, nvg10s, they do have 2 different options for the screen. One is black and white, and one is green. Let's just run through these settings in green real quick, see if it makes any difference. We're gonna start with low power laser. Okay. Low power laser illuminator. Okay. High power laser. Kind of looks better under the green lights. High power illuminator. And then high power illuminator and laser. Okay, there's that. And then it's not like you can ever use it, but low power green laser, visible laser, and then high power visible laser. I can definitely see the difference, especially on further away areas between the power and the laser. This thing is lighting up my hallway. That is crazy. Wow. Well, that's it for now. We'll come back later tonight. We'll take it outside and see what it looks like.